There are places on this earth that seem almost too extraordinary to be real. Places where the land rises so dramatically, so violently, that you feel the planet is still in the middle of creating itself. Torres del Paine National Park in Chilean Patagonia is exactly that kind of place. Sitting near the southern tip of South America, this park stretches across more than 2,000 square kilometers of raw, untouched wilderness. It is a landscape that refuses to be ignored. Jagged granite towers pierce the sky, glaciers spill down from ancient ice fields, rivers run turquoise and wild, and the wind, constant and powerful, reminds you at every moment that nature is fully in charge here. The most iconic feature of the park is undoubtedly the Torres themselves. These three massive granite pillars rise nearly 3,000 meters above sea level, carved over millions of years by glacial forces into shapes that look almost architectural. Standing at their base, looking up at these ancient spires glowing gold and orange in the early morning light, is one of the most humbling experiences a traveler can have. The name Torres del Paine translates roughly to Towers of Blue, a reference to the striking blue-grey hue that granite takes on under certain light conditions. Photographers travel from every corner of the world to capture that perfect reflection of the towers in the still, mirror-like surface of the lake that sits below them. And yet no photograph truly captures what it feels like to stand there in person. Beyond the towers, the park unfolds into a breathtaking variety of landscapes that seem almost impossible to find within a single destination. Glacial lakes shimmer in shades of deep emerald and brilliant turquoise, their color coming from fine glacial sediment suspended in the water. The Great Glacier, one of the most accessible glaciers in all of Patagonia, stretches for kilometers across the landscape, its surface cracked and ridged in shades of white, grey, and deep electric blue. Icebergs carve from its face and drift slowly across Grey Lake, some as large as small buildings. Waterfalls cascade down cliff faces with thunderous force. Rolling pampas grasslands stretch out beneath dramatic skies, where clouds move so quickly they seem to be in a hurry to get somewhere. Every direction you look, the scenery shifts and transforms. The park is not just a visual spectacle, it is alive in every sense of the word. Guanacos, the wild relatives of the llama, roam the open grasslands in large herds, completely unafraid of human presence. Andean condors, with wingspans reaching up to 3 meters, circle lazily on thermal currents high above the valleys. The elusive puma, one of the most powerful predators in the Americas, stalks the hillsides at dawn and dusk. Lucky visitors sometimes catch a glimpse of this magnificent cat moving silently through the landscape. Foxes trot along the trails with casual confidence. Flamingos wade in shallow lakes near the park entrance. The biodiversity here is extraordinary, and it exists in a state of remarkable balance, largely undisturbed by the pressures of the modern world. What makes Torres del Paine truly unforgettable is not just what you see, but what you feel. The famous Patagonian wind hits you like a physical force, sometimes strong enough to knock you sideways on an exposed ridge. The air is clean in a way that is almost startling, carrying the scent of glacial water and wild grass. The silence in the valleys is deep and complete, broken only by birdsong or the distant crack of carving ice. Trekkers come from around the world to walk the famous circuits through the park, spending days immersed in this landscape, sleeping under skies so full of stars they seem impossible. Every hour of every day the light changes, the clouds shift, and the park reveals a new version of itself. Torres del Paine is not simply a destination. It is an encounter with the planet at its most powerful, most beautiful, and most unapologetically wild. It is the kind of place that changes you, quietly and permanently, long after you have left it behind.